guys, how you doing? jpsarrireviews here, and welcome again to another statue review. And this time around, I have one piece that I was highly anticipating, perhaps my most anticipated piece of 2023. I'm super pumped to have it now, and this is the Jon Stewart by Tweeterhead. This piece definitely needs attention, and in this video today I want to break it down for you, the good, the bad, the things that I like, the things I perhaps dislike, and ultimately I want to let you know if you need to go and get this one before it sells out. But before we get into the statue, let's look at the box first. Love the design, love the image of the statue of Jon Stewart right there. In my opinion, this is a very iconic pose. It looks really great, this museum pose. And of course, it has all the lettering, Jon Stewart Green Lantern, 1/6 scale Maquette. Now, on both sides of the box, you have the Green Lantern symbol. There's nothing else. The back of the box has this planet, this J type of green planet with a lot of energy everywhere. It's kind of cool, the design, the concept. And at the bottom, you have the logo of Tweeterhead. The top of the box has the name of the character, Jon Stewart, Green Lantern. It says also 1/6 scale Maquette. The bottom of the box is very simple. It has the DC logo, it has some lettering, and also a barcode. All right, guys, now we're looking at the statue. And this statue here, it blows my mind. I'm super stoked, super excited with this one. I have no complaints. And you know, I haven't even gotten into the review yet, but I'm telling you, I have no complaints. I am super happy with it. I think there's so much that you can take away from this. This is a fantastic piece. Even with some minor, I wouldn't consider imperfections. They are nitpicks, that's what they are. Because there's nothing really to complain. And of course, you know, your mileage vary depending on your piece, because at the end of the day, these are hand-painted pieces. They're put together by people. But with this piece, believe me, it's just everywhere I go, it has everything well done. Just like the paint job is excellent. It is perfect in every single spot. You know, there might be some minor things here there, but there's just nothing that you can say that detracts from the piece. It just looks fantastic. I love the portraits. Both portraits are amazing. I like the one based on the animated series. I think that's a fantastic portrait, but this one also based on the comic. Now, on the switch out parts, it comes with so many different things, like this arm right here, which is really nice. I love this one. I think I'm gonna keep this one for the most part. Some people, there was someone complaining about the paint on the ring. It was not well done. Thankfully, mine is really well done. It has no sloppiness there, so I'm glad that this came. And as you can see, it has a magnet, and this one also is removable. And because you can have you know, other arms, and we're gonna see the one with the rifle in just a moment. Now, if you don't want to have it like this, also there is this other arm, as you can see, has the ring for this side as well. You install it there. Also has a very strong magnet, which I like, and you can have that pose, which is a very stoic, very museum pose. Now, the one that I really like is this one. Of course, the one I was so intrigued by is with the rifle. I love the way the rifle comes, and this one is super heavy. Now, I do have a concern with this one though. Once I remove it and I insert it right there, my concern is it is heavy with the rifle. So my concern or my fear is that over time, that magnet can weaken. As you can see, it shakes a little bit. I thought it would be lighter, but it's not. It's really heavy. So I would say you have to be careful with this one. Make sure that it's not bumping with things in a crowded room or whatever. So this is gonna fall and it's going to break. Other than that, I think it's just perhaps just a precaution that you have to have. And you have to have with any piece that has magnets anyway. You have to be very careful because over time, some things can go wrong. So I would say that's the only concern. It is very heavy with the rifle, but it's sitting there well for the time being. So I have no complaints. I love the design. The detail on the rifle is good. You also have the different portraits. You have the, of course, here is the one based on the Unlimited series, on the animated series, and you compare them both. They look fantastic. You can see the necks are very small. The paint job is so good. And the paint job, even in his face and his hair, is so well done. They did a fantastic job with this one. Now, another thing that I want to praise about this piece is the anatomy. The anatomy is just fantastic. Look at that. Look at the way the body is. And that base is super cool. Love the lantern, the yellow lantern from the Sinestro Corps. And I love how Jon Stewart looks there with his rifle as a Marine. I'm telling you, this is perhaps my favorite piece so far in this line. And it was my most anticipated piece. I was crossing my fingers. I want it to be perfect. And believe me, they knock it off the park. It's just fantastic. It's just fantastic. Look at that. The paint job is excellent. Love the colors, the green. This jade green is just super cool. There's no sloppiness. Of course, everything is black, but there's still some bluish in there for shading, which is fantastic. The base is simple. It's not super detailed. It's just basic base, but it works so well with this piece, and it looks terrific. And of course, the anatomy is just perfection, in my opinion. This guy's at the top of the chain, really, with the musculature. It's just so good. Another piece that comes alongside Jon Stewart is Chip, and I'm telling you, Green Lantern Chip looks fantastic. This was, at the beginning, at the start, it was supposed to be part of the exclusive, but ultimately it was promised to everyone. And believe me, it is a beautiful piece. It has great detail. It's not an afterthought. It was part of the plan all along. And believe me, this is so cool. The paint job is excellent, this little fella. And make no mistake, they did a fantastic job with this one. He's a Green Lantern. He's as powerful as the others. It's a great addition. It doesn't say anything at the bottom, which is fine. But this is just a really nice touch. This, in my opinion, is perhaps one of the best, if not the best, Jon Stewart statue that we have seen. Of course, we have seen others. This is as comparable as the Sideshow piece, which in my opinion is fantastic as well. I would say this too, the Sideshow quarter scale and this are the best Jon Stewart statues that we have ever seen. And I love that action pose on the quarter scale, but this one as a museum pose is just perfect. It's just perfection. All right, guys, now this is for scale reference. As you can see, Jon Stewart is not that tall because of the base, but they're all comparable size-wise. All the pieces are on the same height. Some people would say, oh, Flash is bigger and all that. Believe me, it's not. You measure it, they're the same height, almost all of them. And to me, it's fine. I love the different levels, which allows for the display to be feel more natural rather than just having a display that they all have the same height, they're all the same, which I have no problem. Some people like that. That was something that you saw a lot also with Bowen designs back in the day. All right, guys, now this is the way I'm going to display it for the time being until I get the other pieces in the collection. I like it. I think it's a fantastic piece overall. The design, even my wife was telling me when she was looking at it that she finds the proportions better in comparison to the other guys. I think it's true. The proportions are more natural, and I like that. Overall, it's a great addition to the collection. It's fantastic. I have no reason to complain again about this piece. Maybe some nitpicks. One of them would be on the construct. Maybe something more translucent would have been better, even though clear resin might not adjust visually. I think you can do it. Some companies like Sumear, a lot of companies in Asia are doing a lot of this clear resin, or they're using PVC, and you can add so many textures to the color. I think that would be a much better idea. This is the same concept with the same idea that was followed by Sideshow with the PF, and that also had complaints because of the construct, although I love the way they did with the construct. But sometimes it's just nitpicking. I think the green is good. I like the green. However, I would prefer, it does have a little bit more of a sage green, it's lime green, instead of having a jade green. That would be perhaps it is not the green, because I do see at the bottom of the stock of the rifle, in the stock of the rifle, you can see more of that green. That is, the pop is more darker green. I feel that they did some highlights with yellow on the top, so that makes it, to kind of give you an idea of some translucent feel, but it doesn't come across well, not 100%. It's not a reason to say that this piece is bad. It's just maybe a nitpick. But other than that, I like the whole thing. And if you have the proper lighting, it's gonna shine really nicely. Now for reference, mine is 273 out of 450 on the exclusives. I don't remember how many they have on the regular. I would say if you have the opportunity, I know that they have still some available at Sideshow. If you are interested on the exclusive, I would say go for it. The extra piece, in this case, the portrait, I think is fantastic. It's a great addition. Even the regular looks fantastic. I will go for it. This is a really nice piece. In my opinion, the best so far, at least based on the quality. The quality control did a fantastic job on this one. It is perfect. Now looking forward to the next, which is Wonder Woman later in the year. We're gonna have Aquaman. We're gonna have the reveal of Batman. Very soon, the painted prototype. I don't know what else they're gonna add to this collection. So definitely looking ahead to what is to come from Tweeterhead. But what is your opinion, my friends? What do you think about this piece? If you have it in hand, do you agree with my opinion? You disagree with it? You like it? You don't like it? Let me know in the comments below. So once again, my friends, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, to comment, and to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification button so you're reminded of the next video. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. The links are down below. And please consider supporting the channel financially through Patreon. My friends, God bless you. Take care. I will talk to you again. Bye-bye.